Folks, you may recall how badly society deteriorated under the occupation of Barack I, and how it became the norm for him to sit on his hands as Christians in America were persecuted for holding fast to their biblical beliefs. One such instance was with Christian baker Jack Phillips, owner of Masterpiece Cake Shop in Lakewood, Colorado. What Jack does is more than mere cake baking. He's an artist who does on cakes what other artists do on canvas, and he puts out beautiful cakes for all occasions. All was well with Jack's business until one day about 5 years ago in walked Charlie Craig and David Mullins, two men who believe it's possible for them to marry each other. God has defined marriage as a man and a woman joining together to become one flesh. It's not possible for two people of the same gender to marry each other. No person or government can change that any more than they can change gravity. They can pass laws and judgments and think they have changed it, and two people of the same gender can believe they are marrying, but it's not possible. They're just deceiving themselves, as did Charlie and David. They believe it's possible, and they wanted Masterpiece Cake Shop to make a cake for the ceremony they believed was happening. Jack was far more polite than I would have been, trying to explain to these two deceived men that his biblical understanding of the abomination of homosexuality prevented him from baking the cake. The two deceived men could have gone anywhere, but as with all things liberals do, this was never about getting a cake. It was all about forcing their abomination on someone else. They filed a complaint with the Colorado Civil Rights Commission claiming discrimination. That's the other thing liberals do, pretend they're the victims when somebody disagrees with them. Jack lost the case with the commission and also lost the appeal. He then lost in the Colorado Supreme Court, and the case is now headed for the Supreme Court of the United States. Well, now that the Obama occupation is over, common sense has resumed in the White House, and there is light at the end of Jack's tunnel. President Donald Trump's Department of Justice filed a 41-page amicus curiae brief on Jack's case with the Supreme Court, saying, quote, "When Phillips designs and creates a custom wedding cake for a specific couple and a specific wedding, he plays an active role in enabling that ritual, and he associates himself with the celebratory message conveyed. Forcing Phillips to create expression for and participate in a ceremony that violates his sincerely held religious beliefs invades his First Amendment rights," unquote. Folks, that is absolutely true. Any individual in this country has a right to hold to his or her religious belief, and no government entity can force upon them otherwise. This is something that liberals have been trying to change for a long time. Attacking Jack and his business was an attack on freedom of religion and freedom of speech. The deceived men had a right to go somewhere else for their cake, but liberals believe their rights are somehow more important than the rights of anyone else. Jack didn't even disparage them for their lifestyle of abomination. All he said was he refused to participate in it in any way. This brought not only the lawsuit, but death threats. Jack, his wife, and daughter continue to this day to receive death threats from intolerant activists. The case is scheduled to be heard in October. We'll have to wait and see if the Supreme Court decides it's okay for violent, intolerant bigots to bully Christians into participating in their abomination, or if Americans still have religious freedom as given to them by God and guaranteed in the United States Constitution.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and donate at theraywarnershow.com.